everybody. I'm hanging out with magician Aussie Wind and Idina Menzel. Give it up. So as most of you know, I'm passionate about writing. It's the reason we teamed up with our season-long partner, Pilot Pen, makers of Friction, the go-to erasable pen of The Kelly Clarkson Show, and the preferred pen for those fearlessly making big statements. And speaking of big statements, you have to see this video I received from a viewer. Watch this.
Hi, Kelly. How about that for a welcome, Miss Kelly? Guess what? Welcome to Continental Elementary School in Green Valley, Arizona. We want you to celebrate with us today a very special event. We want to celebrate our receiving a Guinness World Record for the world's largest handwritten thank you letter, envelope and stamp. We are standing on the letter right now. Look at the size of this thing.
I love how excited the kids are. That's so cool. The students used butcher paper to create the letter. It's 85 feet long and more than 50 feet wide. And it's not just about breaking records. There's a lesson behind it. So here to tell us about it is the man who started this project. Please welcome author and literacy advocate, Karut Papritz. Y'all, give it up.
Thank you, Kelly.
Nice to see me,
Nice to see you.
Idina.
Yes, I got to
meet
thank
Aussie.
you.
See you. So this is the craziest part. So you guys actually mailed that letter.
Yeah.
How?
It was a feat. I got to tell you, when you fold up a letter of that size,
Yeah.
it's like a giant 20-foot-long burrito. It took 15
Which
kids to
also sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, look at them folding that and the working with the paper, but we said to stuff it in the back of the postal truck, and we sent it to our sister school. The postmaster stamped it, so it's official.
It's official.
It's official. It's an official letter.
I love that. They were so excited to just hear the kids, all of them get excited to be a part of something like that.
Yeah.
So how did you become an advocate for people writing letters? Like,
Well, this is sort of an interesting spiritual story, but I actually worked in the feature film industry. I actually worked on the Universal lot a gazillion years ago.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank you. It feels good to be back. But I became disillusioned with the film industry, and I decided I just wanted to head on out, and I ended up finding a job working as a cowboy on a small, desolate ranch, southern Arizona, and it was like coming back to my roots. My granddad had a ranch when I grew up. But what was fascinating was I started writing letters out there, and I started creating a story, and the story became a book, and the book, came out, but I discovered the power of what it was to write a letter. And what's amazing is when you write a letter and you put your time into it, you actually it goes into the page, you give that to somebody, and they give you the gift of time. And you receive it. So it's really an interesting thing, and so...
You're a romantic cowboy.
Oh,
I like it.
Really, I am. It's really sad.
No, it's
really,
not sad. It's super hot. What? No, that's great.
No,
I love writing letters. I'm actually really into personally writing them. I do it all the time. Do y'all like writing letters? Most people just stick to your phone, I guess, nowadays. Do y'all ever write?
No, when my son goes to camp, and they make the kids write letters, too, which is so important.
I love that.
You know?
Yeah, no, I think it's,
It is the gift of time. They're taking time out of their day to make you important and send you something. That's so nice. So how did you get involved with the school?
Well, my son went to school there. So that was really cool. And a big shout out to the school, because we could not do any of this letter and stuff to the students, to the teachers, to the superintendent, all that. So, but what was really cool is they allow me to do these things, and it brings hope and positivity to the kids in a world where they've got so much turmoil. They've got through COVID and all this, and we do this through letters. And so the first thing we teach them about writing a letter is you do it from the heart, right?
And you're getting them away from all the tech. They're born in a tech world, right? So this is like a real handwritten letter.
And it slows them down.
And
it's not a text. We're teaching them patience, and we're teaching them gratitude. Because when you write a letter, you end up giving that to somebody. And you give it to your community or however it works. So it's such a cool thing. And it's not work for them. It's fun.
Oh my gosh, it's the best way to immerse them into learning something. And to get them, inspire them to do something. Because they're not of a generation where people wrote, they don't write letters generally. So I think that's really cool to bring that back.